The calibre of Irish music on this list is just absolutely amazing this year. We've got another brand new band to tell you all about who's on the list. It's Big Sleep. And they're here in studio. Hello, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Nyara, Ronan, Matteo and Aidan, welcome to 2FM.
Thanks so much for having us. Really nice to be here.
Happy to be on the list for this year, for 2024?
We're very happy, yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, it was a really nice surprise.
Did you hear of it before?
Yeah, we have, yeah. I saw Still Blue and New Dad have been on it in the past. We're big New Dad fans, so that was really exciting to see. And I think I saw them on the RT stage at Forbidden Fruit, I think like 2 years ago. So I was thinking someday that'll be us.
And now when you're on the list, that's it.
Yeah.
You manifested it.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your style of music. Describe it to us. I feel when I listen to your music, it's just really warm. That's the feeling I get from listening to your music. Nice. I really, that's the feeling I get. And from first listen, it was like, oh my God, they're on the list. So describe your music to us.
I would say we don't really know how to place it. We've got a thing lately though, where we've got like a few acts where we think we can all agree on that our sound kind of stems from. Like acts we're influenced by. Like we find The Cure, Big Thief, Jamiroquai, JJ Cale, they all kind of make their way in. So we have this kind of like Americana thing, R&B, soul, bit of indie and pop and garage rock as well. So it just kind of all mashes together into one big tasty pot.
How long are you together, Matteo?
Well, I met Ronan back in the days in school. I think it was in 2016 when I was firstly in Ireland to learn English. Then I decided to come back for university. And then, we've been playing, me and him together since 2019 on this project. Because before we were trying to make another band or making other songs, we didn't find the right formula. And then, it was 2019 then we started together. And we got Aidan 2.5 years ago, and Nyara.
My anniversary's in February.
Yeah, in February, exactly. So, I say this band is almost 5 years old because I started.
Well, for me, it's 2 years old. I think in the iteration, the regeneration we have, the addition we have now, so it's 2 years old.
Matteo and Ronan, were you always Big Sleep, or did Big Sleep happen the whole collective when Nyara came on board?
I think it went through a few iterations, but I think the real Big Sleep has kind of been since the four of us have been on board.
Okay.
And you're welcome. She's never going to let me forget that. But it feels like we've really settled into something now, and we found our footing, and I think that's why we're all still here. Nearly 2 years later, we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary as this lineup. So
he's always trying to tell us we're getting old. So.
Oh, for God's sake. Aidan, you played a couple of festivals this year. Tell us, is that what's all about for you?
A lot of it. I feel like with this band, one of my favourite things to do actually is just write songs, just to be in the room and write the songs, to put the things together and kind of bounce ideas back and forth and that kind of thing. But then, bringing them to the stage and kind of feeling the response in the room and just feeling the energy from the room is always a really gratifying feeling. Sometimes it can be like, oh no, that didn't work how I thought it would work. But playing live is always really fun.
There's 2 song titles that I want to question you about. What is the obsession with fast food? We've got Mackie D's and we've got Finger Lickin' Goodness. They're 2 songs by Big Sleep. Who loves the fast food in the band, and who's writing homages and songs about it?
Okay, that's me.
Everyone's pointing to Ronan.
I could feel that. Okay, Finger Lickin' Goodness I can explain. I went to KFC, the name of the chain, and I got a milkshake, and it was terrible. And then I was just writing a love song. And then I listened to the Silk Sonic record by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, and it just kind of happened. So it's really just
terrible.
I don't know. But
for a second,
that's the only explanation I can give you. I'm sorry.
For a second there, I thought you were saying you were writing a love song to the milkshake. I was like, okay, this is what it's about. Fair enough. Maybe not.
If you want to look that closely and take your own meaning from the song, Tracy, and if that's what you want to do with the KFC milkshakes, I'll let you do it. That's what Finger Licking's about now.
Do you ever think that songs could be used for ads? Is that the trajectory now for?
I'm kind of more worried that we're going to get sued for using Finger Licking Goodness as like a tagline or that's their slogan. Yeah. So I'm just kind of waiting for like a lawyer's letter or something. But I feel like that'd be a quality problem because we've gotten like noticed enough by KFC to want to sue us. I feel like that'd be in a way a good thing.
And what about...
We could make a lot of noise out of that somehow, I don't know.
And then what about, is there a story behind the Mackie D's song? Is that again to you, Ronan?
That again is
Are you the main songwriter in the band, or are you the person that loves fast food the most?
Both. Mackie D's is just about, again, I was in a Mackie D's and it kind of saved my relationship for a time, and I have Mackie D's to thank. And that's why it's called Mackie D's. How are these explanations working for you?
They're okay. They're giving listeners, I think, an insight into your soul. So
yeah.
it's we're getting there.
That's what I wanted.
That's it. We let the music do the talking. Yeah. Let them make their own mind up.
Yes.
Yeah. Nyara, you're in the band now, as you said, 2 years. Your anniversary is in February. What's it like jamming with these? I feel like you're messers, which I'm quite, enamoured by. So
I pride myself in bringing the mess to the rehearsal. I think. Listen, I can say it, but anyway, no. I really enjoyed. I think I'm a bit of a head wreck, but I think it's needed. I think there needs to be a personality balance, and I just really enjoy it, to be honest. I always try to prioritise the main goal. I think sometimes we can get carried away with is this going to work, and we need to take things seriously, and we need to do all these things to be a band. But I think I like to remind myself, we're doing this because it's fun, right? We're really enjoying this, and I actively look forward to whatever it is we have coming up all the time. I love being on stage. I get off thinking, oh God, I wish I was still doing it, and I'm just actively excited to keep doing it. And so I just want to keep the party going. And that's kind of the only way I'm thinking about it.
So have you had a moment where you're driving around or listening to the radio and you're like, oh my God, there's our song?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have that on video, actually.
He sent me a video in the car 2 weeks ago,
I was going mad. Yeah, I was like, yeah. It's hard to focus on the road when it happened, but I was like, this is crazy.
And who's the first person that you show your music to when you feel like it's done?
Me dad.
Your dad? Yeah? And does he give you honesty, or is he just so proud of you?
I don't know. Well, he told me in the past when he didn't like what I was doing, but no, he's usually in the family group chat. He would be the one sharing my stuff, and I'm like, thanks, man.
Yeah. And Matteo, obviously you're from Italy.
Yes.
What part of Italy are you from?
I am from Florence, Firenze.
Beautiful. And what's the music industry like in Italy?
Well, it's something for sure. I just came back last weekend and I saw one of my favorite artists playing in my own town. There is a lot of things going on, but more in the north side of the country. Like Milan is where everything happens, but not just in music and kind of everything, because all the other cities are more historical and artistic. So there is music happening, but I'd say it's not as easy as Ireland, England, to make a living with it, or go out randomly and go into a pub and see an amazing act, because culturally we have so much stuff going on between food and old art and just lots of old stuff, So
what Italian flavour have you brought into Big Sleep then?
the cook.
Really?
Yeah, I cook for these guys.
Do you really? What do you
That's how
cook?
all our rehearsals go. It's fantastic.
Does he bring the food?
Yeah, it's great.
That's like reason enough to join a band.
It's the reason we keep him in the band.
You're writing a song about fast food, and he's there.
I tried to
Italian
convert
food.
him. I tried to convert him so long. I'm like, yeah.
That's going to be part of our development as a band.
I'm still going to try. That's the point.
Being about prosciutto and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Salami.
I won't give up. I tell you now.
So what is the plans for 2024? You're on the rising list. You've played lots of festivals this year. More of the same. What's happening? Tell me.
We'll be going over to Germany. We're going to be playing a gig in Berlin. We're working on we'll be releasing our third EP as well over the course of the year, and then probably plan on taking over the world by the end of 2024.
World domination, essentially.
World domination on the way for Big Sleep.
Yes.
What's Big Sleep in Italian?
Grande sonno.
There you go. Big Sleep. Thank you so much.